Good morning. This morning for me, so I'm gonna say good morning today. We're gonna start off today's video with 2 cold starts. So I haven't started this one in, I don't know, like a week or 2. I think it might be like 2 weeks. Okay, cool. So just so y'all know, for reference, today it's currently 41 degrees out. So it's actually on the nicer side of a winter day out here. And number 2, we're gonna see how this one starts with the FCR. I'm not gonna pump it. I can't reach the choke. I don't choke this one at all. I've never choked that carburetor. All right, I'm gonna pump it. Okay. Like I said, I can't reach the choke on this. So this is how I have to start it. Let me turn the idle up. All right. Oh, she almost did. There you go. Almost. Okay. No. Stop playing with me. Bring it up some more. Okay. So it's a little bit of a process to cold start it right now. But you know what? I'm fine with that for now. I'm actually getting ready to go to the other garage. But yeah, that's... So... If you look at my video on, I think it's the Life of a Daily Grind clone, check that out. That video, you can actually see when I was actually able to just tap the button. It was a quick, and it started up. So now, this one, I think I actually have to check valve clearances on. I should do an oil change on it because I haven't done an oil change on it and I don't remember how long, and I've been daily in it for I don't know how long. And yeah, but look, it's smoky like a motherfucker. But yeah, so this one needs a good service. Realistically, that's why I wanted to switch bikes, because it's been feeling real wonky as I've been riding. It's going like, how can I say it? It's been feeling like a death trap as the days go on. Needs a rear tire. I think I should change the wheel bearings on it. And the only reason why is because I think I might have wallowed them out because of bent axles. What else? This thing needs some damn work, just being honest. So I haven't really been riding it, but yeah, let me just actually put it back in the garage. Just wanted to make sure it was still going to start. Do I got gas in it? Do I got gas in this one? I know I got to go get gas. Oh no, I don't. Yes, I do. Yeah, I gotta go get gas in this one too. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I come up with today. I got some parts that came in. Ain't even nothing crazy. It's just the intake manifold and the intake boot. I'm gonna see what I can come up with that. And yeah, I guess I don't know. I'll see when I get to the other garage. All right, so now I'm at the other garage. I'm looking at it like I got a few options today. So realistically with this one for now, I'm almost good. Like I said, I did get a couple things, which was just this intake manifold, which is for a, god damn, what the fuck is it? I forgot. It's something Sportsman 500. I'm gonna look it up and I'll mention it again in a video somewhere. But the difference between this intake manifold and the head is basically the bolt spacing on the head is 60 centimeters, whereas this is 70 centimeters. So I'm looking at it like it's only a 5 centimeter difference inboard on the hole, but is there enough room on here to actually get away with it? So yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can figure that out. But I don't know, I figured I'd take a look at it just to see. Now I actually got to take a look. Where's my spigot at? Give me 1 second. All right, so this is actually the other one, and oh, it's actually a little bit too big. So if anything, I would have to do something similar to what I did here. I would have to have this boot on here, basically, and trim it down or open this. It will probably be easier to open this. But, I mean, I'm doing R&D for everybody, so I'm just letting y'all know what I'm working with and what I'm buying and what seems to work, what doesn't work. Now, like I said, this is for the FCR 35, which has a 40 millimeter outer diameter for the head side. The intake side, well, the filter side is actually a 55 millimeter diameter. Well, yeah, outer diameter. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what works with what. Now, I'm possibly looking into a intake elbow or something that may rotate it the other way where the original filter went. So the original air filter is actually a box that sits right here. Let me see if I can find that real quick. So yeah, this box sits back there. Now basically, if I can get it angled to go in there, I'd be straight there. But this box also lets me know that realistically, under there may be enough room for something. I'm not gonna mention anything because I don't know yet, but there might be enough room for something to actually hide under there. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which bike I'm gonna work on today. So I got I'm actually gonna change the grip on that. I was gonna change the throttle too, but I'm not going to because that throttle's for this bike. I'm not going to put a red throttle on it when it's just going to go right back on here. I'm just going to end up buying a Rev 3, well, a Motion Pro Rev 3 for this one too. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the Motion Pro Rev 3 is this. So right now, I actually have the road race cam in. And then there's 4 other options, my bad. So it doesn't come with the gray one. You either get the orange or the gray. I got the orange one with this kit because it's 4 gram. And it comes with the other 4. But like I said, I'm running the orange one right now. So far, I will say, I am feeling the clutch slipping, and it might be because I haven't fully broken in this engine yet. So I'm gonna chill out. I'm getting a little bit higher speeds now because of this carburetor, but I'm gonna chill out in 5th gear. With that being said, it's either I could do a couple things to this one. I got these turn signals. It's supposed to have like a light at the bottom that actually shows on the ground. So I got these, and what else was it on this one? Mainly tuning. Oh yeah, I got this intake boot too. So this was actually, if it'll focus, a 33 to 38 millimeter. Now my actual carb is it's a 40, and then the intake manifold is a 35. So I can probably use this if I bore it out on both sides, or I may be able to just stretch it. I can actually test that out with that one over there, so I don't got to take the carb off. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot to see if this works. Like I said, I'm just checking to see what works, what don't work for y'all, and for me, because I got so many bikes that it realistically doesn't matter that I'm buying all these parts, because they may end up getting used at some point. So it's just like, it is what it is. Some people might look at it like I'm wasting money, but I don't, because realistically, this is shit that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need parts, I'm gonna need tools, I'm gonna need nuts and bolts, fucking random shit, washers, you know. So it's like, I might as well just start buying it, like the connectors, so I could do repairs on my harnesses and shit like that. It just makes sense to me. So, you know, I don't mind having all these parts come in and it don't work for something that I'm doing right now, because it may work for something that I'm doing later. Cool. Then I got the wiring on this. I can actually bounce back to wiring on this one, because I have this one over here. Now, once again, well, not once again, I mentioned it in the previous video, I'm at a point where it's just repinning everything up here. The back, I'm not really worried about the tail light. I'll get that. But it's just everything right here. And it's going to be with the controls that I opted to buy, along with the gauge that's different from the KP Minis. So there's a couple things. Along with that, I got extra lights and shit like that. If you haven't seen any of the videos, I got a sneak peeks on the face for this. I say just go watch some of my videos. But yeah, there's all of that I could get to doing on this one. Basically my wiring. Or I could try to get this one running today. This one shouldn't take too much. I just got to realistically put some gas in it and finish putting the parts on it that I took off, that I originally put on here for this engine, but I took them off of this bike to put them on this bike for this engine. So yeah, I gotta just put, I think, ignition coil. I gotta make sure that carb isn't clogged. I don't know, it's a couple things, but yeah. So I got a couple options. Realistically, I think I'm gonna jump on this one, then I might jump on that one. I don't know about this one today. I'm trying to do a little bit of lightheartedness today. I'm not trying to overly stress myself out. So yeah, I'm gonna just see what I do. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, if you haven't seen it, check out my part 1 and part 2 install on this one, on that bike. So you can actually see how to install it. I didn't actually do an install on that one. Only thing I did was just the carburetor install. So check out my last video for that one. So far, it's looking like good news. I didn't push it right in. I had to like angle it in, but it did go right on, and it actually didn't get that flush. It's in now. You can stretch a 38 over a 40, which means I should be able to stretch this 33 over the 35. Cool, I'm about to put this one on. I'm glad this works. Random tangent. Why was I looking at this bike, right? And I'm just staring at it like, okay, yeah, I see how I got the oil cooler lines routed. Yeah, wait a minute. I got another oil cooler. So, yeah, because I ordered 2 of those ZS190s, the complete kits, I have another oil cooler, which I completely forgot about. Now, I don't have the fitting that goes over the oil filter. That's all I would need. And maybe longer lines. Yeah, I probably need longer lines, but I have an oil cooler already, so I could actually just get the kit itself. And I can actually see about fitment on this oil cooler up here, which realistically, it might work. This one might work. Maybe if I could get, oh yeah, if I can get this high mounted, that'll be lit. That would be lit. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be looking into this one. Definitely gonna be looking into this one. Okay, so got my oil cooler mocked up. Now it's offset. So if you notice from the front, it's more to this side, and that's only because of where I located it at. So I relocated the horn. That's actually where the horn originally was mounted at. I put the horn right here on the tab that I was originally gonna actually just lop off, but I'm actually glad I didn't, because yeah, now my horn's tucked in there and it's not gonna be as flimsy anymore, because that was also an issue I was having. But I got it mounted over there instead of centered on the frame. Now with that being said, that actually kind of got this side lined up perfect to actually mount it up here, because when I actually turn right, it does tap it. I got it as low as I can get it to where it's mounted, but it will tap just on this side. On that side, it's fine. So I use this L bracket that I have. Only thing is, I'm gonna have to cut it. I did put like a little line somewhere like in this area, so then that way it can actually sit up flush and you won't actually see it from the front. But it did come with lines as well, but these aren't the lines that I'm gonna need for the setup for this engine, because the one that comes for this engine, it has a inline filter. So I'm gonna just order that kit, because now I know that I can actually just mount this up. So I'm actually about to take it off. I'm gonna look into which kit I'm gonna get. It's gonna be the lines with the filter and the damn thing to go in there. And then yeah, so cool, that's gonna work out. Now I also did switch to the Nibby boot. The Nibby boot worked perfectly fine for what I needed it to. The 38 went right over the 40, and the 33 went right over the 35. So that's cool. The one that I made, show y'all this real quick. So it was working, but I just feel more secure knowing that it's only one. So this is supposed to be a 40 completely through, and I ended up using like a donut that I had, and I had to bore it out or whatever. But I feel more secure knowing that it's just one part instead of two. That works, but like I said, more secure on that one. Now I'm actually getting ready to take the tail off so I could do the turn signals. This boot, I was looking at it like this. Shit, this one don't actually. I don't feel like taking that off today, because that worked out perfectly fine for me. I'm not even gonna lie, I really don't even feel like taking that off right now. So I mean, actually, you know what, I might just do it. It might not be right this second, but yeah, I might just do it today. Yeah, let me jump on the turn signals, then I could do the grip, and then let me see what else I can end up doing. I might try to do a little bit more tuning to this today, but realistically, the clutch is starting to slip, because I am getting faster into, well, in fifth gear, I am riding a little bit faster. So I need to not ride as fast realistically, because I don't want to fuck around and burn my clutch. I don't feel like doing the clutch under 1,000 miles. So yeah, I got to chill out a little bit. But yeah, let me just keep working on this. All right, so I got the new turn signals installed, right? Now the only thing is, you can kind of see it on the ground, but at night you're gonna be able to see it better. So there's that, right? I'm gonna put the phone down for this, because this shit's actually pretty fucking trick. Let me see if I can get a good angle. Alright, so here it is. It says it has 27 different types of light modes. So I guess I'm gonna just ride around with the rainbow on, because that actually does look kind of cool, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, so yeah, new turn signals on. I got the oil cooler mocked up, but I definitely know I can use this oil cooler, so I'm about to just remove it, and like I said, I'm gonna order the lines for that. This one I think I'm good with for the day, other than maybe doing a little carb tuning. Oh wait, actually I should look for my velocity stack, the short one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, turn signals are on. Them shits is lit, and it just, you know, like it was never there. Feel me? Shit, matter of fact, let me see. Okay. Okay. It does look kind of cool when it's off sync too. But I guess to actually resync it, it'd be easy to just throw the hazards on and throw them back off, realistically. Yeah. Yeah. Just reset it with the hazards. If I want to do anything. Yeah, that's lit. That's lit. Alright. Let me see what else I'm going to do to this one today. Alright, so I've done a couple things. Well, I took off the oil cooler because, like I said, right now I'm not going to run it. I just changed my fuel filter because I added a fuel filter because these don't have one. But I changed it to one of the glass ones that I have. This one, if I'm remembering correct, is actually a 1/4 inch, if I remember correct. This one is a 5/16. So there was the difference between those two. That's the only reason why I didn't put this one on. And it's mainly because of placement on this bike. I wanted the the filter to be right at the carb. So that's why that one's there. Whereas this one I was able to put in line right off of the petcock, which is actually cool. I like the placement of it. It actually is in a sturdy position too. This one was a little bit more lopsided for some reason, maybe because it's longer. But yeah, there's that. I got the red grip on. What else was it? The horn, I changed the horn. So now it's a little bit vibrating under here. But yeah, so I originally had it relocated over there with the stock horn, but this is a different horn. It's actually a Seneca. Yeah, so I got that on there. What else? The lights, obviously I did those. Yeah, I'm still looking for my goddamn velocity stack. So before I do anything else as far as putting the plastics back on, let me go grab that. And yeah, I actually just put the ignition coil on that one because I found it. I'm literally looking for things and I'm finding things and I'm just bouncing between bikes. So yeah, making progress though nonetheless. Sounding good, looking good, running good. Alright, so in the process of looking for my velocity stack, I ended up thinking about something with the air box. I tried to refit it, but it didn't fit. I don't know why. It was a hassle getting it in. So I took the actual pipe out of it. Now, the inner diameter of it is close to the outer diameter of this. Basically, I just got them hose clamped, butted together right now. And I put a filter on this side. Now, 48 millimeters. If it'll zoom in, and if it'll focus, there you go. This is a 48 millimeter filter. So it goes 48 to the 55. And then to 35 inner. So So I'm not sure what the inner diameter of this one is, but I'm gonna actually take it on a ride just to see how it likes this air filter. But yeah, man, I'm doing some things. I just got that butted together though. Realistically, I don't know how well that's gonna hold up. I'm hoping it holds up. I'm gonna try to make sure it's tightened down though. And yeah, so it's at an angle, as you can kind of see, so that way half of it's on here, half of it's on here. But it does look like I can actually keep tightening it down some. So I'm gonna try to keep tightening it down some. So now as far as fitment goes, the only one I couldn't put in is the screw that goes right here that bolts into the tank, and that's because of the, I don't even know what to call this part, but that's gonna just self-clearance itself into the plastic, but that's the throttle. So yeah, that's gonna self-clearance itself, but otherwise the self-tapper is holding these two together. So now this is solid mounted again. Now, I didn't have to cut anything other than that one bottom part that I cut, but I'm still contemplating on something else. But I'm just glad that that actually did work out as a, for now, solution until I can actually get something figured out. I'm also glad that this lines up with this little cutout right here. So, you know, it's certain things that are actually just lining up kind of coincidentally. So it's working out in my favor. But yeah, I don't know why, but one of them stopped working and then now neither one of them worked. I'm gonna just probably take the light off of that one. It's somewhere in that garage, but I'm gonna take the light off of that one because I know those rails did work. But yeah, so as far as fitment goes, it still looks like it's stock, minus the rear sets and that foot peg being there. But yeah, got it on a solid red. The only thing I've noticed is when I turn it on, like from a cold start, that one to stay solid, that one to flash. Don't know why. I just have to change it before I ride. That's it, that's all. But yeah, I'm actually about to go on a little quick test ride real quick. It ain't even a test ride really, because I can actually ride it at this point. But yeah, I might just go on a little ride real quick just to see what's up with it, if it likes that filter or not. Alright, so I just got back in from a little test ride with it, and I can say so far so good with what I'm doing as far as gearing. Now, right now my gearing is 1730 at 6,000 RPM. My top speed, as I'm banging off of the limiter, is 60 miles per hour at 6,000 RPM. So that means I'm actually achieving what I'm looking for, which is basically 10 miles per hour per 1,000 RPM, which hopefully means, hopefully, I should be able to actually get 100 miles per hour out of this bike. If it revs up to 10,000 RPM, which it actually should rev out past 10,000 RPM. But cool. Now, this is how the light look at night. Let me actually turn off the hazard. So yeah, see him on the ground. Just can't see him during the daytime. As far as that filter that I put on, it don't like that. It don't like that at all. So well, it's not that it don't like it at all. So basically, when I give it half to 3/4 throttle, actually no, because of that throttle itself, it has a variable rate on it, right? So it's a certain point on the throttle where it'll like, and I gotta pull it through or let off a little bit just to keep pushing through. But yeah, it's trying to suck in more air than it actually can. It's restricting it, in other words. So if I take it off, I think I should be good to realistically just run an open carb. I'm gonna just go out tomorrow and see if I can actually find my velocity stack for it. Once again, while I was looking for it, came across the whole box and shit. But yeah, let me show y'all the little animation at night. Yeah, I was riding with the whites on. Let me see how the lights look at night. Hold on. And I'm back at the garage. Just came back from a little ride. This damn thing needs some tuning. I tried taking the filter off first. Still ain't like that. Now I got the pipe off of it. Still ain't like that. Definitely got to tune this carburetor, which I already knew that. But just wanted to show y'all what it sounds like at redline and different profiles on the throttle. So trying to get it to run out of fuel so I can actually tune it. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah, I shut the fuel off, so I'm just trying to get the carb as empty as possible. Okay, I think I'm good now. Alright, so I was out on my ride, cool. Came back because it was acting a little wonky. Cool, start to do some tuning, cool. It starts running, but it's sputtering. Well, it's barely running, cool. Then out of nowhere, it just stops. So now I'm having an issue where I'm having no spark. Oh yeah, and just so y'all know, this spark plug is a 16. And you need a slim socket to get in there, because otherwise you're not getting it. And it's actually a long thread. It's not a short. But yeah, right now I'm not getting any spark. Which, let me see if I can actually simulate this shit real quick. Trying to see if I can get it somewhere in 1 second. Okay. So now I'm not getting any spark, but looking at the state of the spark plug, if I'm not mistaken, I was running lean. So I did go up on jets, which is actually a good thing, but right now I'm not getting any spark. Unsure why. I might try out changing this ignition coil. Might try that one out. Put back on the stock one just to see what I get. But then again, I actually do have another nibby, so I don't know. I'm gonna try out changing out the ignition coil though. Well, what I gave a shot was making sure the connections on the cable was good. That didn't work. I'm gonna go back to my other garage because I came over here so I can get a socket for the spark plugs, and I gotta walk it back to the other garage again. And yeah, I'm gonna try changing the CDI because I do have another one of those. It's actually on the little monster right now. See if that works. If it works, then that lets me know that for some strange reason this CDI is fried. So I don't know, I'm gonna check that one out. I can also try out the stock ignition coil as well. So maybe I'll try out the stock one before I give the CDI a shot. But yeah, no, don't know why. Out of nowhere, no spark. All right, so I was just looking in my garage for realistically my oil cooler. Not oil cooler, my catch can, because I had 2 catch cans for my 2.7 twin turbo Audi B6 swap that I was doing. But anyway, so I actually came across the old turbos, the OEM KO3s. So y'all know how I mentioned because of the space that was under there where the air filter is, Yeah, it looks like there's enough space to put a turbo under there if I want to. And I have all the parts I would really need to kind of make this work, if anything. Can I put it in now? No, because that would be for the opposite. Yeah, I have all the parts, I think, to get it done. I just need exhaust. I get an exhaust pipe, I could probably get this turboed. Like, realistically, but not yet. I want to get it broken in and actually put some miles in on it first. But yeah, I was just looking at it. So, all right, take that one off. So yeah, basically I would have this get pie cut it to under here, so then that way I can have an undertail exhaust, if anything. That's kind of how I would have that set up. But yeah, over here on this side, it's looking like if I clock the turbo, it might actually line up with the carburetor. So take off the wastegate, maybe put a filter on the turbo, maybe not. But yeah, run OEM German motherfucking turbos on this motherfucker. Maybe I could do it, or maybe I could fuck around and take a KO4 off, because I actually think that one that I have in there right now is the left side. So if it is, I could just pop this motherfucker off and throw the KO4 on there and just get the wastegate welded shut, if anything, because I don't think that's gonna fucking fit in there. Well, it definitely ain't, and I'm not trying to have the wastegate just exposed and shit. What up? Look at this shit though. Yeah, that'll be fucking lit. The only thing is, might have to lift it up some, and for the breather, I'm still looking for my catch can. So if anything, if I could possibly put it up here. No, that wouldn't work. Huh, I would have to figure out somewhere to put it. But yo, if I can get the turbo to fit under here, that would be fucking lit. Like I said, not yet. Let me definitely get this engine broken in before I even think about doing anything like this. But I did have thoughts about turboing one of these bikes, and this just lets me know that this one might be a good candidate to do it with. Now, like I said, clock it, and I could probably lift it up a little bit more, so then that way it could be pushed back, maybe here, have it a little bit closer to back here. Yeah, man, this shit. Ooh wee. I was just looking at some shit. I had fucking parts just lying around. You know what? I might actually be able to fucking see if I can use the right turbo and put the left. I don't know. I gotta see. I might make a Frankenstein turbo. Only thing is, realistically, it's just gonna be oil. That's about it. Getting oil to it. So if I run an oil cooler, I would run the line to the oil cooler to the turbo, and then from the turbo back into the engine. That's how I would have it set up. But yeah, so then that way the turbo gets the cooler oil. Oh shit, man. Yeah, and then just plug everything else that's not needed on it, because realistically the only thing it really needs is just oil to keep it cool. Yo, hear me out though, y'all. Hear me out. I might be onto something here. I don't know yet though. Don't quote me, but I might be onto something, okay? I got a whole bunch of fucking parts just lying around and shit, so who the hell knows what I could come up with. I had unfinished projects from my past, but yeah, like I said, with this, I would try to get it pie cut it, so then that way it goes as close, I can get tucked as close as possible to go under here, so then that way it's not burning my leg. But yo, that would be fucking lit. And I would still want a motorcycle muffler, so I would get it damn, what's the word I'm looking for? I would have the diameter, you know, changed down to the 51 millimeter. if anything. But yo. Anyway, let me keep looking for this goddamn catch can. I know I got it somewhere in here. Alright, so I got my no spark issue figured out. But now I got no lights. Now I have no lights at all. None whatsoever. Okay, I can flash, but that's it. This is high beam on, off, flash. So I can flash and the brake light work. The turn signal still work. But the lights themselves don't. Okay, so that's another problem I gotta figure out. Because otherwise I can't ride this at night. Well, I won't feel comfortable riding it at night. I can, but I ain't gonna feel comfortable. Fuck me. Okay. So apparently there's something wrong with my charging system. So, like I mentioned, turn signals work, the brake works, all the other lights don't. Right? So I just stopped by my friend's house real quick. He wasn't home, so I went to leave. Yeah, no, it didn't start. It was not starting. I had to bump start it. And I had to bump start it going down the hill because for some reason it's harder to bump start this 300, but I'm pretty sure because it has more compression. I don't know for sure. But anyway, I had to bump start it. So I haven't turned it off. I know if I turn it off right now, it's not gonna start. And here's how I know, because this is me hitting the starter button. Yeah. So I don't know what happened, when happened, how it happened, or what the fuck, but I'm gonna have to look into that another day, probably tomorrow, realistically, if I come back out tomorrow. But damn, I just wanted to take it out for a ride, just check this tune, but I can't even do that until I get this light situation figured out, because I don't want to be riding at night with no lights. So I guess I'll be testing the tune tomorrow. Oh well, it is what it is. But until then, see y'all in the next video.